Hey everyone, welcome to this exclusive video for Shannon Kennedy of Eurolinguiste, and especially you guys. My name is Fiel Sahir. I'm a classical guitarist and the blogger behind Between Three Worlds. And the reason we're here today is to discuss a really important concept called chunking. If you've read the blog post, I thank you heavily for having read it. And if you have not checked it out yet, it's in the description box down below for you. Chunking is a technique, like I said, used by musicians to get things done quickly and efficiently. And it applies to real life as well. So here's tip number one. Take it slowly, phrase by phrase. It's 2017. Happy New Year. Maybe your goal this year is to learn a new language. And that's awesome. Maybe you've bought your book already and you're taking a look through it. My encouragement to you in this first tip is to take things slowly, break it down sentence by sentence, and even phrase by phrase. Take little itty bitty chunks like, my name is, how are you? So that you don't just get overwhelmed with the whole thing. No one's born playing the violin, but eventually, as we train what is originally uncomfortable for our bodies to do, will suddenly become second nature. Tip number two is prioritize. In that dialogue, not everything that is in there will need to go in our heads. Yes, it's important to learn, but you need to figure out what's most important to you right now. As you saw in the dialogue in the blog post down below, maybe it's a lot more important to say things like, how are you? And what's your name? Rather than knowing what Nebraska is. Tip number three, keep drilling new material. But here's the secret. It's not just about doing it over and over again. You can spend a lot of time on something and never get anywhere. You can spend a lot of time on something and never get anywhere. We don't want that. When you have your text in front of you, do what musicians do. As in tip number one, take it bit by bit, mix things up. So let's say you're a musician and you have a piece that you're learning, and this is the particular passage you're struggling with. There are three ways you can practice this differently. You can, 1, play in a different tempo. 2, play in a different rhythm. 3, repeat notes. We can also apply this to language learning. So let's take it slower. So for example, hello, my name is. It allows you to really feel each and every syllable of what you're trying to learn. Or you can play it in different rhythms. So if you're trying to apply that to language learning, you can go, hi, how are you today? Skipping around. Or 3, you can repeat. So when you're speaking, you can go, hi, how are you? The point of repeating it over and over in a different way is to make your brain flexible. That's the whole goal of this whole thing. So the last drill I want to leave you guys with on this particular tip is what opera singers and actors call backchaining. Backchaining is a process of taking words from the end and going backwards syllable by syllable. Let's say you are learning this word in Indonesian. Keterlaluan. Keterlaluan. Sounds pretty crazy, right? You know, rolling R's and everything. You can break it down syllable by syllable. Keterlaluan. But you can go backwards. Luan. Laluan. Terlaluan. Keterlaluan. Or this Spanish word. Desafortunadamente. That's a mouthful. Fortunada. Nada mente. Nada mente. Fortunada. See what I'm doing? I'm just playing with the words. Backchaining can be really effective in languages such as German, where they have particularly long words that drive us native English speakers insane. For example, this is a great word you can learn. Rindfleischetikettierungsüberwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz. Tip number 4, record yourself. Practicing in the comfort of your own room is really easy, and after a while you feel good about yourself. But once you turn on this machine, your nerves kick in, and suddenly you make mistakes that you've never made before. And the great thing is, when you record yourself, you get to hear what you sound like to other people. That's what's most important. Not how you sound to yourself, but how you sound to the people you're interacting with. And tip number 5 is, go public. If you haven't already, let the world know that you're learning a language. Never forget that the goal of learning a language is to share that joy with others. All this work makes the world a smaller place and a bit more comfortable for all of us to live in. If you're looking for places to find accountability for language learning, a great place to start would be the Instagram language challenge run by Lindsay Williams of lindsaydoeslanguages.com. Another place to look for accountability is the Add One Challenge run by Brian Kwong. A lot of you may know about this place, and I highly recommend that you do it at least once in your life. It's a great place. Brian gets you connected with people learning your language so that you can work together, but also with people that are learning other languages so that you can share your tips, your failures, so that you can be held accountable together. Accountability helps build each other up, and it helps motivate you. It helps keep you going because there are people watching that want to help you. So now that you've heard all these tips, you're ready to go. Do let us know how you use these down in the comment section below or on the blog post. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you soon on either Eurolinguiste.com or Between Three Worlds.